thought was bent the wheel, broke the A-arm, axle's fucked, plastics are fucked. So it's actually much worse than that. I tore it down a little bit and the rim is actually bent around the knuckle and those won't separate. Some of the suspension components are bent. Maybe the strut is blown. The plastics will need to be replaced, but those are small issues compared to what I found when I got back. So here's what I was talking about with the wheel. As you can see, there's no lug nuts on there. There goes half the joint. I can't separate the knuckle from the wheel because this is bent in, so this has to be cut off or bent out. I'm not sure I'm going to deal with that. But that's cakewalk compared to what I found in here. Right there is where the A-arm bolts up to the frame. It's actually bent to the right a little bit. It's actually crumpled in on itself back here. This is supposed to be straight and it's cocked that way. And this one's just sheared right off. So this has frame damage. But that's okay because we got another one. It's not as good condition as my other frame, but this one's not bent. So the only issues with this, just a little bit of surface rust scattered throughout the whole frame. There's some extensive rust on these foot pegs, which is alright. So first thing to do this frame is to grind off all the surface rust and paint it.
He traded his guns for love, but he's caught in the crossfire. And he keeps breaking up, but it's not to the sound of birds. The
Harbor Freight piece of
but it's not to the sound of birds. The tyranny, the violent streets, deprived of all that we're blessed with. And we can't get enough, no.
Alright, that's enough. So I've been grinding for 2 days straight. I think that's enough. We'll come back to that. As you can see, a lot of the rust is grinded off. But inside the bolt holes is rusty. So we're going to take some penetrant and a wire brush to those.
Little did I know she would get so crazy, so fast. So maybe I'll get baked on the daily. Put my feet up, let my mind go hazy. Little did I know she would get this
Alright, fuck that.
this quickly. I hardly had time to think. No time to think. If you like S&M, go choke a bitch. If you wanna just face, go smoke a split. If you got an envelope, go open it. If you need to urinate, stop holding it. If you're mad fat,
Nice.
up, find a bone to pick. And if you wanna get laid, then don't commit. Relax, bubble bath, go soaking it. Dead broke, but you got a couple poker chips. Feeling hopeless, cause it's all downhill from the...
Alright, bolt holes are all cleaned up. I'm going to step away from the frame and move on to the wheel, see if we can't do anything about separating that.
The moment that you're born to the moment that you're killed. Well, at least when you're dead, you could get a little goddamn rest. See, I've been out of wax since 92, when my folks split up and I came unglued, and I haven't really slept that well since then. Staring at alarm clocks on my nightstands, but now I'm married to the kick drum, sampling loops like the dim sum. Tell myself I think I can, little engine, but sometimes seems like it's all been done. I wanna end on a good note, but damn, I misspoke, so I retract everything I said. Ought to rise and shine, think I'll stay in bed. Little did I know she would get so crazy, so fast. So maybe I'll get baked on the daily. Put my feet up, let my mind go hazy. Little did I know she would get this gnarly, this quickly. I hardly had time to think. No time to think. If you want nice eyes, wear Maybelline. If you need a new friend, pick Rachel Green. If you wanna act wild, go make a scene. Getting paid over here, baby, ching-a-ling. If you're scared to propose, and save the ring. And if you can't hit it right, fake a scream. Life's like a punch, might break your spleen, so you better get used to the pace.
nice. I guess I didn't have to cut it after all. Look at that. There's bearings in the tire. It's gonna be a nice little wall piece. So that was easier than expected. Now we're gonna suit up and strip the frame.
Basically, it's like stress non-stop from the moment that you're born to the moment that you drop. Well, at least when you're dead, you could get a little piece in the head. See, I've been feeling blue since '99 when I realized I'm a slave to time. And the minutes that we got all limited to stock while I'm looking at my watch, just wasting mine. Caught a glimpse of the action. Since that day, I put the passion. Don't just talk, go make it happen. 3 points in the clutch, John Paxson. But I'm maxing everything out, damn. And the same doubts keep waiting on my brain. All the rise and shine, think I'll just complain. Little did I know she would get so crazy, so fast. So maybe I'll get baked on the daily. Put my feet up, let my mind go hazy. Little did I know she would get this gnarly, this quickly. I hardly had time to think. No time to think. Little did I know she would get so crazy, so fast. So maybe I'll get baked on the daily. Put my feet up, let my mind go hazy. Little did I know she would get this gnarly, this quickly. I hardly had time to think. No time to think. If you like what you have and you got what you need, if your apartment is the place to be, if you eat sweet grapes with savory, wanna get in touch so you're paging me. If you stalk down your rival and break a knee, if you're wandering the earth aimlessly, trying to learn it all A to Z, but you can't get it up when you lay the D. Well, I suggest you switch your mind state. When people ask you how it's going, just say I'm great. Okay, well I suggest you switch your mind state. When people ask you how it's going, just say I'm great, I'm great.
Hey, you gotta get out of here. Paint stripper's no good for you. Come on, come on. Stay. All right, so I got most of the paint off the frame. So yeah, the frame's gonna need a couple more goes with the paint stripper just to get it completely bare. Not gonna film that, it's not too exciting. And then the next video, hopefully we can get the old frame stripped, the motor out of there, the coolant tank, the gas tank, all the suspension parts off. And hopefully we can swap them all over to the new one. We'll see you next one.
Basically, it's like stress non-stop from the moment that you're born to the moment that you drop. Well, at least when you're dead, you could get a little piece in the head. See, I've been feeling blue since '99 when I realized I'm a slave to time. And the minutes that we got all limited to stock while I'm looking at my watch, just wasting mine. Caught a glimpse of the action. Since that day, I put the passion. Don't just talk, go make it happen.